Usually the IWC will talk about call ups from NXT to the main roster, but today we're breaking that trend. Today we're setting a new trend. Today we'll be talking about call downs, superstars who were once upon a time mainstays on the main roster, and now we see them on NXT. As you can see, I've got Mr. WrestleDrop with me,
I'm here. I'm here.
and I am the boy, the Beanie Boy, and only the Beanie Boy. And today we'll be speaking about superstars who are idling on top and maybe had to simmer down a bit and get sent to NXT. And for the most part, they're doing really well for themselves. Mr. WrestleDrop, we are facing a problem here. I wouldn't call it a problem actually, because the names that we're going to be mentioning, Baron Corbin, Ali, they're doing quite well for themselves. We're
For
seeing
sure.
them more on NXT than we did on the main roster. How do you feel about these quote unquote call downs that we're seeing?
I mean, we saw the trend start with Dolph Ziggler coming in a while, feels
Yeah,
like forever ago now, winning the NXT title. Then we saw AJ Styles come down. I don't think he had a match though. I think he just had a little bit of words with Grayson Waller, and that was pretty much
yeah,
it. We saw
basically.
the likes of who else have we seen come down? Seth Rollins most recently. We've seen Natalia came down for a little bit. She did a bunch of nothing. Then, but more
A
recently we've
continuous trend. We'll talk about it.
uh, but recently we've had some good call downs, quote unquote call downs. Baron Corbin has done probably his best work since 2016, 2015, 2017. I don't remember the time frame, but
And that
basically
is actually a fair assessment.
his storyline with AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler for the IC title, that was probably the best version of Baron Corbin we've had to date until now. Because in between then, okay, wait. Let me go back quickly. Actually, the best Baron Corbin we got was sad, depressed Baron Corbin. That was
Bomb
comedy.
ass
That was comedy.
word.
Exactly. That was comedy gold. But other than that, this is the best work that Corbin has done. His promo with Melo, the interaction they had was fire. Melo, this is arguably Melo's best, or not arguably, it is Melo's best storyline since becoming the champion. I've enjoyed it completely. Mustafa has done pretty well. He ruined probably the best NXT match that we would have ever seen, but we'll give him time
What an
because
owl.
if we get a triple
What an
threat,
owl. Oh my goodness, what an owl.
if we eventually get a triple
Oh
threat
my.
between them, I'm also happy. So let's see what happens with that. But yeah, it
Yeah,
was a massive L. Not gonna lie, not
it
gonna lie.
was a massive owl, bro. But
But yeah,
it's NXT is just I think NXT is what TNA used to be. They just never cease to reinvent themselves. And in this case, they're reinventing themselves by bringing experience, by
for sure,
bringing hands that actually know how to work. You know what I mean?
for
And
sure,
Baron Corbin, a vet. Baron Corbin, like you're saying, you could give him anything and he will make the most of it.
he will, he
That
will.
that segment between Melo and him on the last NXT,
So good.
my goodness, the way he just ended the segment, bro. He said the lesson is over. That is
Cold,
that
cold.
is cold, bro. That is veteran status levels of cold. You know what
I'd
I
say
mean?
that
And we
is
need that.
that was the best promo interaction because NXT does lack in that department. The
Yeah.
best promo interaction since we saw the downfall of NXT Black and Gold.
I you're that's a fair assessment.
I think it
That's
definitely
actually a
is. I
fair
can't think of one
assessment.
that was better than that. Maybe early stages when you still had Champa and them around, like
Yeah.
very early NXT 2.0, but even then, there wasn't much meat behind it because you felt those guys were just coasting along at that point. This was not the house they built. This was a house they got moved into because, yeah, I was going to say something, but let's keep it PG. It's going to go wild. It's going to go in a wild direction.
I don't even know if that's PG.
It's definitely
No,
not. But anyway,
that's a fair assessment, bro. And I mean, I think if I'm getting your point correctly, that segment was so good because it's an original product of the NXT that we have now. And I mean, Corbin, bro, is okay. This is not a Baron Corbin video, and this is not a video to say Baron Corbin is the best thing since sliced
But I
bread,
just
even
think
though
he's the best example of how
he
well
could.
it's worked. I think that's why we keep
Exactly.
referring to him. Yes.
Yeah. And if we were to scale it, we'd say Baron Corbin on top right now, Ali, and then right at the bottom, right at the bottom of the bed, like
There's two names. Two names. We mentioned one. She's just above the other one.
my goodness, Dana Brooke
Dana Bloody Brooke.
is Dana Bloody Brooke is an example of what they're trying to do not working. Um, which is unfortunate. So bloody
Can
unfortunate
I tell you
because
why?
oh
Corbin's come
my
in.
goodness, Dana.
Corbin's come in, and we already know. Okay, this guy's main event on NXT. We understand
Yeah,
he's not that on Raw, but he's main event on NXT. Mustafa's come in. He's not main event on Raw, but we understand he's definitely North American, if not main title, NXT title caliber on NXT. We
yeah.
understand that straight away without even having a single interaction. Dana Brooke comes in, and she doesn't even touch some of these other people in terms of where she's been for the last 4 or 5 years. That
It's
is the
crazy.
problem. That is the
It's
problem.
crazy.
And then to add to that, Corbin comes in. He wrestles in shorts and his boots. He looks badass actually. I like the way he looks there compared to wearing a baggy shirt that looks like he's trying to hide his fat. Like we know you fat under there, my man. Just show it. Just show it.
Tell
Anyway,
it to KO.
Mustafa
Anyway,
comes in.
uh-oh.
He's got some weird character about him where you're not quite sure what this guy's up to. Um, Dana Brooke comes in, and who is she? The same Dana Brooke from 2017.
And that's actually the saddest part because, like you're saying, both these men, if anyone, even a first time watcher of pro wrestling, WWE, if they were to ask you who Baron Corbin is, who Mustafa Ali is, who Dolph Ziggler is, who anyone, most people who have come down from NXT is, you'd give them something. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
If anyone were to ask you who Dana Brooke is right now, who would you? A former 24/7 champion, someone who used to hold a clipboard and walk around with the guy who slipped under the ring at a Royal Rumble. Like, she
Yeah.
has no story. She has no character. She is just there. She's like generic wrestler number five. You know what I mean?
And this was their
And
opportunity to do something. New platform,
exactly,
new platform.
exactly.
You can try things because we know NXT has some wacky gimmicks. NXT has had some real whack. We got a Twitch streamer. We got we've had witches. We've had we've had everything on NXT 2.0. We've had mafia bosses. We've had people get killed. Things happen on
People wrestle
NXT.
in onesies, bro. We've seen everything.
People people do everything on NXT. You can have any job in the world, and that can be your gimmick on NXT. So,
Facts.
like, put her in like a jumpsuit and make her like a cleaner or something. Just do something.
Exactly, bro. This is
Go wild. Give
build
her
her up as a
something.
new superstar if you have to, bro.
Just do
Build her up
something.
as a new superstar.
Exactly.
Here's Reggie, who is using the worst pro wrestling name right now, but they're doing something with him. You
He's
know what I
Reggie
mean?
again now.
Is he?
I think so. I think they took his mask off. Now he's
No,
Reggie
he's
again.
still scripts.
Is he still scripts?
Even though he's unmarked, he's still
Bro.
scripts. I don't know what he's scripting, but the point is they're doing something with him. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
They're experimenting.
Exactly.
What is the problem with Dana Brooke, bro? Why can't they do the same for Dana?
And in actual fact, that tag team between Axiom and Scripps / Reggie is actually pretty fire.
It is.
They're the moves they're
It
coming
is.
up with, bro. Did you see that one where he was lying
Exactly.
down and then he threw him over? That was
And
fire.
then you see what I mean? So things are being tried with everyone else, literally everyone else,
There's freedom there to
except
try
Dana.
something. And surely
It's
she
sad,
has
bro.
enough power, considering she's been main roster, albeit not active, to come down and say,
Yeah.
not Triple H, Shawn Michaels, I know you probably don't know who the hell I am, but let's do something different. Surely she could have done that. Like, she could show, I was paired with Charlotte in 2017, 2016. Like, give me something to do. Look where she is now, look where I am.
Exactly.
Give me something.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's not just someone who you picked out from nowhere.
Yeah.
It's someone who's wrestled on the main roster, someone who can actually go in the ring. It's someone who has the potential to do great things if
For
she's
sure.
given a great direction. So it's really frustrating, but just before I walk off this video because of the Dana Brooke situation, Dana Brooke's direction, let's change the topic a bit and speak about could haves, should haves, would haves. Let's talk about who you'd like to see get called down.
Okay. Okay.
And I mean, we've established now, sorry, before you answer the question, we've established that getting called down is not necessarily the downgrade it would have been
No.
if NXT was 2.0 with Nickelodeon colors, or
Correct.
NXT, the game show
Correct.
NXT. NXT is a developing brand, not a developmental brand. Hence, we
Exactly.
see
A developing
vets
brand. I like that. I like that.
developing
I
brand.
like that. I like
Hence,
that.
we're seeing these veterans come down and do great stuff on the brand. So, who would you like to see go down and help with the development of this developing
All
brand?
right. I got a name. Okay, but this name
Yeah,
can be a star tomorrow. If Triple H, if Papa H, in the words of some people, decides I want to flip the switch on this guy and make him the star he is born to be, the star he should be.
yeah,
So me saying this does not mean I want him to go down to NXT because he needs it. It's just
yeah.
I'm thinking of the matches. Chad Gable. Just think about it. Chad Gable.
Mm.
Chad Gable versus Carmelo
Mm.
Hayes. Chad
Oh,
Gable versus Eli Dragunov. Chad Gable versus Dijak. Dragon
oh.
Lee.
Dragon
Noam
Lee,
Dar.
bro. Dragon Lee is the first name that came to mind when you
Noam
said
Dar,
Chad.
bro.
Oh,
Braun Breaker.
oh.
Let's move on from that one. All the names. Nah, but to be real though, Braun Breaker versus Chad Gable would be fire.
It could.
If they can do some
It could.
wrestling, because Braun's got a
Yeah,
little bit of wrestling way
yeah,
backs. Like if they can do some mat wrestling in that match and like make it like a contest, that'd be kind of
yeah,
fire. Like what remember in the Rumble, Chad and Xavier started doing, and then the camera cut. And I'll never forgive the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Britishers
yeah,
for doing that. If they can do a bit of
yeah.
that. But anyway,
And
the matches though, the matches, and he goes straight for that title, and he holds that title, that NXT championship.
you know what's the best prospect about that? I mean, even if it never happens, but let's say it were to happen.
Yeah.
Did you see who we saw on the last episode of NXT?
Remind me.
Gable Steveson.
Oh yes, yes.
Gable Steveson appeared on last week's edition or this week's edition, whenever you're going to watch this, of NXT.
Yeah.
And I'm just, now the wheels are turning. You know what I mean? And the one thing I don't want is for them to pair them up.
No,
Please, for the love of
no. I
God,
don't want.
whatever you do with that young man, do not
No.
pair him up with Chad Gable.
He's just no.
We do not want to see that at
No.
all. But
No.
if
Pair him up with his brother.
Gable Steveson can come to its own, and oh man,
Pair him
Chad
up
Gable
with his
is actually a
brother.
very good
Stevenson should just be paired up with his brother. Simple.
brother.
Damon Kemp.
Okay,
They
actually,
brothers. Like pair them up as a tag team, and
ooh,
then
the Stevensons against the Creeds.
Stevenson. His name changed twice, bro. This guy hasn't even wrestled
Hey,
the
man.
match, and he had a name change from Stevenson to Stevenson.
Welcome to WWE, kid.
Bro. Wild.
No, but I see Gable, bro. I see Gable. Quality shot.
Bro.
Quality shot.
The match with Eli though. Ooh. Ooh.
That would slap.
Ooh. Match of the year.
That would slap.
Easy. Kenny Ospreay who?
That would slap.
Who? MJF Danielson who? Give me Eli and give me Chad Gable. Two shorties just banging it out. Pause. Let's move on.
Pause. Woo! Okay.
Who do you want to see? Let's move on quick.
You're gonna hate me.
I
And
always hate
everyone
you,
else in
sir.
the
Nothing
comments
will
is going
change,
to
bro.
hate me.
Nothing's gonna change.
Everyone else in the comments is going to hate me. And
Nothing will change.
You know what?
BeanieBoy is not a fan
I really
favorite.
don't care.
Go for it.
It really does not bother me. Ciampa needs to go down.
Ooh.
Ciampa needs to go down. Ciampa returned to say goodbye last week. And as much as it pains me to say it, this is definitely going to be his last return. I need Ciampa to go down and say goodbye
I don't see it.
the way we know him.
I don't
He
see
is
it.
going to retire, bro.
I
He
don't
is
see it.
going to
I
retire.
don't see it.
And I am going to come back to this video and say, bro, I told you.
I agree. The retirement is coming. I
Yeah.
agree. But I just need it on the main roster. I need Chad. I mean, not Chad. I'm still stuck on Chad Gable. Tommaso Ciampa and the other shorty, Johnny Gargano. I just need it on the main roster. And the reason
You
I
know what's
say
going to
this,
be the sad thing?
the reason I
Yeah.
say this is in hopes that even if Tommaso Ciampa retires, cool. At least Gargano has something happening. Because Gargano has nothing happening.
And that's why he got called down to NXT. Bro, listen, I think the saddest thing for fans will be for the DIY reunion not to happen.
It has to happen. It has to.
It's not going to happen.
It has to happen. If it doesn't happen,
It
bro.
is not going to happen, bro.
If it doesn't happen.
And I know I'm being pessimistic right now. I know I am upsetting so many people. Well, the 25 people who are watching right now. But
Don't sell us short, bro.
people
26, 27. We're hitting those numbers now. We're big time. We're big
okay, the
time.
27 people who are watching. Bro, the DIY reunion will not happen.
It's happening. In fact,
And if it happens, it's going to be a one night only. People are going to get excited thinking it's a thing that's going to happen. The next week, Ciampa will be busy with The Miz again. Gargano will be running with Dexter Lumis or chasing Theory for the United States champion because what is a draft? And that's how we're going to be moving forward with this. You guys,
you're really describing this
understand.
as like a reunion of like an old school band that have reunited for one night only. Like the Beatles getting back together one night
That's
only
most probably going to be the case.
at a random house show in like the middle of Texas.
You're gonna see it on Instagram.
like John
what the hell?
Moxley's retire or let go his Shield reunion. One night only.
That's
And
going to
nobody
be
can
the
watch
case,
it.
bro. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. No, it has to happen on TV.
I'm being pessimistic, and
They
I know
teased
that.
it. They
But
teased it.
who teased it?
A couple of weeks ago, Gargano said when he was still on TV, last time we saw him, about 5 weeks ago, he said the words, he's coming back. Who that was, we don't know. Maybe it was Vince, maybe it was Tommaso. Either way, someone was coming back. And his wife and his two kids, Dexter Loomis and Indy Hartwell, I still can't get over saying that, but they were pessimistic just like you about him coming back. So that could be Vince, that could be Tommaso Ciampa. Either way, no one's
It
happy.
was me, Austin.
It was me
It
all
was
along.
me.
Barry's Gargano puts Omos to flatten him. Done deal. Let's go home. While he makes his wife and kid watch.
Oh no. Theory has a better chance of turning face and reforming the way with Gargano than a DIY reunion.
So
That's
you're
all I'm
saying
gonna
someone
say.
on SmackDown has a better chance of coming to Raw?
What? I asked, what is the draft?
You did
What
ask.
is
You did
the
ask.
draft? So look, I'd like to see it happen. I really would.
Yeah.
But if I had it my way, just thinking about the best case scenario at this point in time, especially after seeing him return, man, I just feel like that crowd did not deserve that return.
For sure.
That crowd was so mild. But I want to see the Black Heart lift up the NXT champion in the home that he, okay, it's
Again,
not really the home.
The third time.
Now, but
the 3-time champion.
I just want to see. I want to see it happen. I want to see him right off in the sunset like that.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It really isn't.
He had his moments. Triple H came out, gave him the hug, gave him the kiss on the forehead, and said, "Fuck off." Triple H did that already. We don't need it to happen again. This time with a bold Shawn Michaels. We really don't need it. With his cowboy hat down here because he doesn't want to show people his lazy eye. We don't need that.
I'm sorry. I love you. Look, man, I'd like to see, to answer your question, I'd like to see Ciampa go down and win the NXT championship one more time.
I think let's end it there. I think you're just spewing out bullshit here. So let's end it there. I think take us with the outro. And
Yeah, look,
go for it.
yeah, let us know in the comments below who you think needs to be called down. Tell us what you think or how you feel about the call downs and what they're currently doing. Please comment in the comment section, justice for Dana Brooke, and we'll see you on the next video. It's been your boy, the Beanie Boy, and
Na na
only the
na
Beanie Boy.
na.
And
Yay! Goodbye.
don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare.
Cheers, guys.
And it has been WrestleDrop, and we will see you on the next one.
Peace.